Hey guys, what's going on? I just wanted to pop in and give you an update on what's going on with the Shanquella Robinson case. This is actually, it's heavy, but her sister has spoken out in a major publication, and she literally talks about her last moments with her sister and also what happened after. She talks about their last moments together. You guys, let's just get into this. This is by Malika Jabali, and of course, this is an interview she gave November 30th. She said the last time Tequila Long saw her sister, Shanquella Robinson, was when Shanquella visited her home on the night of October 27, 2002. They said that Shanquella was leaving the next day on a group trip with friends to San Jose del Cabo, a tourist town, as you know, in Baja California Sur, Mexico. Her sister said she actually came here to borrow a piece of luggage of mine to take on a trip. I thought she was going with the people she always traveled with. So it wasn't any reason for me to have any ill feelings toward her going out the town. I just told her to be safe. Soon after that, Tequila learned that Shanquella had passed away. Now, you guys, this is already deep because honestly, who hasn't gone to a friend, a loved one, or whatever, and borrowed some type of luggage, and you're excited for the trip? And again, her sister obviously had built, Shanquella, by everybody's terms, had built a beautiful life. So there was no way. I know everybody's like, oh, watch your friends, watch who you be around. I think that's why this case is so scary, because by all reports, Shanquella had very good discernment. She had built a nice life for herself. You could tell the way everybody talks about her. She was a very loving, giving, generous person, but also because it seemed like not just God blessing her with her beauty and her charm that everybody speaks about, but her gifts were, it manifested physically. It looked like she was doing very, very well for herself. So when you look at somebody that has that type of discernment, I see why her sister wasn't like, well, who are you going with? Because she had she had built a beautiful life for herself. And I think that's why this case is so scary to so many, because even when you think you know people like Khalil, who was friends with the family, and even when you think you can trust people, I'm getting back into the article, but let me just make this point. There are evil people in this world. You know that old thing, who knows, what evil lies in the hearts of men, the way they tell you to pray for the wicked. It's a lot. And again, I think that's why this case touched so many people. Anyway, then she goes on to say there were conflicting stories. Tequila heard that there had been a fight, but she trusted another account from a male friend who Shanquella said died of alcohol poisoning. We now know that male friend is Khalil Cook. It's also the person that is suspected to be featured in the video with Winter Donovan and Dejanay. They appear on camera. I made another video about that. Please go watch it. It tells a lot about how they are the focus right now, but they actually need Dejanay to actually say what happened and who was there to implicate the entire Cabo6, or they need other people in the Cabo6 to start talking. I do find it interesting that nobody in the Cabo6 is talking. She said, Tequila said, I was more believing the dude that she went on the trip with because that was her best friend. So I didn't think he would be malicious about anything. I didn't think he would tell us a lie. I trusted him. So I took his word for it more than anything when he said it was alcohol poisoning. They said eventually 3 of Shanquella's friends came to her home in Charlotte, North Carolina. The sister's mom, Salamandra Robinson, was also there. She says, this is Tequila talking, they came to meet my mother to talk about the incident that happened in Cabo. The 2 young ladies and the guy told us that there wasn't any type of fighting going on. Now, again, there are reports that Khalil had called, right? Khalil, oh, and also, I'm going to put together a comprehensive, but I have something really interesting coming up for you guys. Really interesting. Make sure you stay posted. I'm going to drop it either today or tomorrow, but I promise you, you won't be disappointed. It's going to really shed light on this. But getting back into this, right? Khalil, there are reports, right, from local, I think it's there are reports from local reporters in the North Carolina area that the family has said that Khalil called the mom and said there was fighting. And then the next time she spoke to Khalil, he said that Quella had passed away, transcended. Now, two young ladies joined. It is those ladies are rumored to be Winter Donovan and Dejanay. Oddly enough, those are the three people that the Mexico authorities, it's been reported, go watch my old videos, are closing in on, because even though there might have been somebody else filming it, they were the ones that were actually on film. If somebody else was filming and there was more than three people in the villa, more than four people, because somebody else had to be filming, you just can't go and snatch everybody and be like, you did it. You need someone to say, nah, Malik was filming, or no, Alyssa was filming. Or no, right? Nasir, right? Nasir seems to have an alibi, but do you see what I'm saying? Right now, they're focusing on the three people. They're just like, okay, you saw it take place, right? Dejanay, you delivered the blow. We saw that on film, right? The autopsy is telling us that that was probably the blow. Now, the other two people there, did they know that that was her final moment before she transcended? Did they know that that brutal attack had actually ended Quella's life? Or did they really have no clue and they came back and Dejanay, they need Dejanay there. I think that's also why the warrant is for her. They do think, according to reports, please go listen to my old videos to see what I'm basing this on. According to the reports, if they, and also just common sense and logic, if she is the person that obviously, right, it seems like an open and shut case, they put a little pressure on her, they might take everybody down. But it's being rumored, like she said, Tequila said, two young ladies, it's being rumored, it's Winter and Dejanay, right? The same people that were partaking. And they said, and Khalil said that there wasn't any type of fighting going on, that it was alcohol poisoning. Tequila said, we asked him about the fight because we was hearing from other people that they was out there fighting her, that they had jumped her out there. So they all was giving us a story, a lie, until the video surfaced. In November, they're reporting the video went viral, allegedly showing an attack on Shanquella while on their Cabo vacation. The family had yet to see the video when the three Finns visited her Charlotte home. And just pause on this, because this is the part that scares people, the evil. You guys made that video, and then the family didn't even get leaked directly to the family. The reports are saying that it got posted almost like they were bragging. Who? And now there's a lot of reports. These are rumors right now saying, oh, I think it's Alyssa. First of all, we don't know if Alyssa was involved or not. But more importantly, if you care that much to leak a tape, why aren't you hop, skipping, and jumping over the FBI? Why aren't you sitting in there in FBI headquarters being like, me. It was Winter, Dejanay, Khalil, Malik. Now Sarah looks, why aren't you sitting there singing like your name isn't Mariah Carey? Again, that's the thing that I'm sure the police are like, and the FBI is like, what is going on? It doesn't make sense that all these people are rallying around and protecting, even getting themselves accessory to murder. Now, my thoughts with that be, and I'm going to make a video breaking all this down. My thoughts on this is the reason why you're not actually singing like Mariah Carey is because you are somehow implicated in this too. And if one goes down, y'all all go down because you guys are all culpable. Anyway, but we're going to have to wait to see the way things pan out in the trial, right? The investigation is ongoing. So back to what Tequila is saying. She said in the video, a woman is seen throwing punches repeatedly to another woman's head. In the background, someone says, Quella, can you at least fight back? These maniacs were making a fight video like it was Fight Club. And the one thing that annoyed me when you watched the video, I heard the person say, Quella, can you at least fall back? But even the guy to the side that many think is Khalil Cook that moved to the side and you see a beard, there was a boredness, a disgust that she wasn't giving them what they wanted, that she wasn't putting on the show. Why this? It's a lot. Let's not get into this, the imagery. Whew. They said the friends' conflicting stories have been compounded by vague reports from authorities. The U.S. State Department reportedly stated that there was no clear evidence of foul play. I want to actually underline that. For everybody saying, you just need to sit back, stop talking about it. When we weren't talking about it, the U.S. authority was was helping the Cabo6 unknowingly, but helping the Cabo6 get away with this. Whatever this is, they were helping. They fed into the narrative that there was no foul play. However, a death certificate obtained by Queen City News says that Shanquella died of severe spinal cord injury, and it does not mention alcohol poisoning. In a section addressing whether the death was accidental or violent, someone answered yes. It is unclear what authorities meant to select. Now, let me just say this. I have a video where I break down the death certificate. You need to know that the original death certificate was actually in Spanish. Of course, it's Mexico. That's where the crime occurred. It was translated. When you have a translation, especially on an official document, first of all, it costs a lot of money. But why does it cost that money? Because you need a lawyer that is certified under the courts of that local county, of that state, right? Baja California, sir. You need a lawyer that is certified to do a transcription of a legal document, because it's not enough to be like, oh yeah, that's what that, no, it needs to be exact, because this is a legal document in which lawsuits form. Again, now it is unusual that they would check yes, but we have to accept the fact that there might have been errors in the actual translation, even though I know that translation costs bank. And even though, if you also notice on the death certificate, I believe the doctors is unknown. I believe where the person died, they wrote residence instead of hotel. There's certain things that are lost in translation. Doesn't mean they didn't do a good job, but it is an official document, a legal document, and things need to be precise. It is unknown whether the doctor just put yes or whether the person translating just put yes without actually circling what it was. They said, after the video was released by an unnamed source, the story became more focused. Tequila said, I was livid. I was extremely upset when I saw the video. I automatically yelled. At that moment, I was wishing I was there. I played that video over and over again. Y'all, it's a lot. Can you imagine? I don't even want to, but can you imagine the level of pain, loss, and anger, and rage, and betrayal, that the people sitting in front of your face, hugging you, giving you words, watching, were nothing but devils trying to make sure that nothing came out? Can you imagine? She said they had to wake her up out of her sleep because Quella sleeps naked, and she was naked standing there. And here she is fighting this girl. My sister is like 5'1" and 100 pounds. That image of her didn't sit well with me. Baja California Sur's prosecutor office, right? The Procuraduría General de Justicia de los Estados de Baja California Sur. Shut up, y'all. I tried, okay? Has since announced that the arrest warrant has been issued for femicide. A representative of the office who is not authorized to discuss details told Essence that femicide involves a killing where there's a relationship between the people, including friends or spouses. Now, if you listen to my old video on why it was femicide, usually femicide is with domestic violence, the R word, but there is a provision that if you have a close personal relationship, or you were building a close personal relationship or working towards that, then you can also be under femicide, which gives you almost double, sometimes triple of what regular homicide is. Regular homicide is 12 to 20 years. Femicide is somewhere between 40 and 60 years, 40-year minimum, okay? Why did they think? Because what is more evident than building a relationship than going on vacation with someone? Again, please watch my old videos to see my thought process and how we break this down. Again, they are speaking off record. The reason that everybody is speaking on record is because there was legislation passed in Mexico that made it, I don't know if it's technically a crime, but definitely it's you're not supposed to speak off the record about any cases, especially homicide. Why is that? As we know, there is the cartel, there is this, there is that. They don't want details giving out about the case because witnesses might show up, people might change the story, they might pressure. So unlike America, where whenever there are huge developments, the attorney general trots out and gives it, right? In Mexico, they are legally forbidden from doing that. That is why even Essence magazine had to get stuff off record. That is why ABC, CNN, and all those places have to get things off record. They have to get it from unidentified sources, all right? According to the statement that the state prosecutors released on Facebook last Thursday, the next steps are for national authorities, including Mexico's Attorney General and Minister of Foreign Affairs, to carry out the extradition process, which involves the U.S. delivering the suspect to Mexico authorities. The state government of Baja California Sur will also continue their investigation. It's also been reported that the FBI says the investigation is ongoing as well. They have a warrant for one person, but they think, of course, because we all have eyes, that there are more people involved. The legal advocate for the family, Sue-Ann Robinson, no relation, her law partner, civil rights attorney Ben Crump, and activist Tamika Mowry have worked alongside the family to compel legal action. Also, social media, don't ever let anybody tell you to keep your voice quiet. Keep tweeting the attorney general. Keep tweeting the president of Mexico. Tweet ABC News, tweet CNN, tag them on Instagram, tag them on Facebook. Let your voices rise up and amplify the voices of the people, first and foremost, her family, that are asking for justice for Shanquella. Because let me tell y'all something. If y'all stop, if we be quiet, if we shut our mouths, this will fade away. I don't understand how people don't act like we don't live in America and this ain't how things work. Anyway, right? They said, we've been working to make sure that adequate pressure is put on authorities so that the proper investigation is done in this case, because obviously people that are involved are concealing aspects of the case. A lot of times people's first foray into the legal system is when they're a victim of a violent crime or family members are a victim of violent crime. I assume this is their attorney speaking, and they don't know what to do. Fortunately or unfortunately, as a criminal defense attorney, I know the terrain very well, and I try to just guide the family on what to expect and what to do. Robinson, the criminal attorney who is no relation to Shanquella or Tequila, also hints that the racial implications of some cases. She says, we're aware the only way to get these cases to move and to get the system to work is that we have to march, we have to rally, and we have to cause a conversation to be had so cases can be amplified and there can be transparency in the process. Everybody's sitting there saying, well, what's the official source? We need to just sit back and be quiet. Even they're saying that we need to amplify voices, that we need to keep pressure. And in America, when things are not on the front page of the paper, people forget. How many tragedies have happened in 2022 that we can't even think to name off the top of our head because every week there's a new tragedy in front? Raise your voices up. Keep this on the front page. Do what it does. And the attorneys are saying that we need to keep this on the front page. Anyway, Tequila states that she's going to miss the little things about her sister. Conversations, text messages, how we respond to each other when she calls. Whew, that's what I'm missing now. She said that Shanquella was outgoing. Can you imagine having to give interviews about your sister, who by everybody, she wasn't a fighter, she was a lover. She was doing stuff. She built, at 25, she built a beautiful life for herself and was enjoying it, like we all hope we will. Anyway, they said she's outgoing, well-spoken, she had ambition, she was intelligent, business-driven, lovable, respectful, beautiful, inside and out. She said she hopes all those on the trip are shipped back to Mexico. She said, I want to see them over there doing time away from their family. Try. Tequila just made me chuckle. Listen, she said, I want to see them over there doing time away from their family, trying to learn Spanish. That's where I want them at. Listen, beautiful words, well-spoken. I think we all know Shanquella was a beautiful soul. And she's no longer with us. And of course, her family has to feel this pain, but we can work together and we can amplify and we can be respectful and we can help and we can amplify. Because at the end of the day, no matter what's going on, I know that we all want the best for this young lady's memory, to honor her family, to honor what she stood for and to honor and hold accountable people that took anybody's life, because Shanquella was a beautiful soul. But honestly, I don't care if you're Mookie and them hustling, selling nickel bags on the corner. Every life has value, and nobody's life should ever be taken away that brutally. There's no reason for it. There's no way. All right, you guys, let's all learn to be more kind to each other. And at the end of the day, please tell me what you think in the comments, but please be respectful, because at the end of the day, we all want justice for Quella. All right, y'all. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget, I have something really exciting dropping related to this, either today or tomorrow, and I will talk to you later. Bye.